Man Ut have snubbed Paul Scholes' advice on 7 transfers this summer. Paul Scholes has seen his transfer advice to Manchester United and Michael Carrick go largely ignored. Scholes, who made over 700 appearances for the Red Devils as one of the club's greatest ever players, has offered his guidance to those in charge. He discussed 8 players, but United only appear to be taking up his recommendation on one of those stars. Plenty of work has been done on those arriving into Old Trafford, with Andrey Santos and Youri Tielemans headlining the signings.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for core power and rise to a whole new level of recovery. High-quality protein to build muscle. The nutrition you need to power on.
Ready to order? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/10.
A few have departed too, with Casemiro's exit especially causing plenty of headaches. Scholes has particularly addressed players he thinks should have followed the Brazilian out of the door. Back in April, several months into Carrick's tenure as interim manager, Scholes identified 8 players he felt the Reds ought to sell over the summer to bolster the club's chances of challenging for major trophies. Joshua Zirkzee was amongst those Scholes earmarked for a move elsewhere, and the striker is edging closer to a return to Italy, 2 years on from his signing from Bologna. Italian outlets claim that Zirkzee is open to joining Juventus, who are pursuing a loan arrangement with an option to buy. Scholes and Carrick shared 7 seasons as United teammates, making 159 appearances alongside one another. Yet, while the iconic midfielder's suggestion to sell Zirkzee may yet prove correct, the remaining 7 players highlighted by Scholes could all feature in United's plans next season. The 51-year-old pundit stressed the importance of United revamping their backline. Speaking on the Good, the Bad and the Football podcast, Scholes said of Lenny Yoro, "I think he's struggled me. I think there's something in there. I think he needs a bit of time, but if you had to make a choice now, I'd probably sell him." He suggested that the departure from former boss Ruben Amorim's 3-at-the-back system would have implications for Noussair Mazraoui. When asked about the Morocco international, he said, "Sell. He's been like a right-sided center-half, and they don't play with 3 center-halves anymore. I think it's probably time to let him go now." Mazraoui has been the subject of transfer speculation, though he currently remains within Carrick's squad. Young defender Yoro has also expressed his desire to make an impact at United next season. However, Scholes also felt the moment had arrived to move on from Harry Maguire, who holds a prominent position at United. He said, "I'm thinking about a Manchester United team you want to win the league and the Champions League, and that's where United should be aiming. I'm not sure you do that with Maguire." United have maintained an interest in Newcastle fullback Lewis Hall throughout the transfer window. Scholes also urged the club to offload long-serving left-back Luke Shaw due to doubts about his reliability, despite the defender having played every Premier League game last season. He was equally prepared to let Patrick Dorgu leave. On Dorgu, Scholes said, "They brought him in as a wing-back and he's not really played much there. Again, if you keep him then, he's just a squad player." Turning his attention to midfield, Scholes felt Manuel Ugarte would depart, with the Uruguayan having been linked with an exit prior to sustaining an injury at the World Cup. Mason Mount also featured on Scholes' 8-man list, though the England international has caught the eye during pre-season. Of the 8 players Scholes recommended selling, only Zirkzee appears destined for an imminent departure. Progress regarding the remaining 7 Yoro, Mazraoui, Shaw, Dorgu, Mount, Ugarte, and Maguire appears virtually non-existent. Our community members are treated to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners.